San Salvador was the flagship of explorer Juan Rodríguez Cabrillo. She was a 100-foot full-rigged galleon with 10-foot draft and capacity of 200 tons. She carried officers, crew, slaves, and a priest. Explorations. In 1542, Cabrillo was the first European to explore the coast of present-day California. He had 3 ships, the 200-ton galleon San Salvador, the 100-ton La Victoria, and lateen-rigged 26-oared San Miguel. The 2 ships were not the square-rigged galleons commonly used for crossing open ocean. Rather, they were built in Acajutla, El Salvador, and the ship San Salvador was named after Pedro de Alvarado's newly founded city in western El Salvador, San Salvador. The ship San Miguel was named after the second newly founded city in eastern San Miguel, El Salvador, and the ship Victoria was named after the victory of Pedro de Alvarado against the long and arduous battle against the Native American resistance. In El Salvador, in 1540, the fleet sailed from Acajutla, El Salvador, and reached Navidad, Mexico on Christmas Day. While in Mexico, Pedro de Alvarado went to the assistance of the town of Nochistlán, which was under siege by hostile natives, and was killed when his horse fell on him, crushing his chest. Following Alvarado's death, the viceroy took possession of Alvarado's fleet. Part of the fleet was sent off to the Philippine Islands under Ruy López de Villalobos, and 2 of the ships were sent north under the command of Cabrillo. Navidad is some 20 miles northwest of Manzanillo, Colima. A requirement of exploration ships was the ability to sail with ease into small harbors. The ships were rigged with triangular sails supported by swept booms. This sail arrangement, a forerunner to the sails found in the modern-day fore and aft rig of sloops, ketches and yawls, made the craft more agile and gave them the ability to point higher into the wind than square riggers. Departing from Navidad on the 27th of June 1542, Cabrillo discovered San Diego Bay on the 28th of September. He went ashore and claimed the land for Spain. Continuing his explorations northward, he landed on Santa Catalina Island on the 7th of October and described nearby San Clemente Island. He continued north as far as the Russian River before turning back to overwinter at Santa Catalina. Cabrillo died there of an infected injury on the 3rd of January 1543. His second-in-command brought the ships and crew back to Navidad, arriving on the 14th of April 1543. San Salvador replica. Starting in spring 2011 and concluding in 2015, the Maritime Museum of San Diego built a full-size, fully functional, historically accurate replica of San Salvador. The ship was constructed in full public view at Spanish Landing Park on Harbor Drive in San Diego. The keel was laid on the 15th of April 2011. The construction site, called San Salvador Village, opened the 24th of June 2011 and was open to the public. The project gave people the opportunity to see an example of 16th-century shipbuilding, which was the first modern industrial activity in the Americas. The replica galleon is 92 feet long with a beam of 24 feet. When completed, San Salvador was launched on San Diego Bay and became part of the museum's fleet of historic and replica ships. As of April 2015, construction was nearly completed, and a launch ceremony was planned from the 19th of April 2015. However, on April 8 the ceremony was postponed due to unanticipated technical complications involving the movement and lifting of the ship. The ship was eventually moved by barge to a boatyard in Chula Vista. She made her public debut on the 4th of September 2015, leading a parade of tall ships for the start of San Diego's annual Festival of Sail. At the time she was powered by an auxiliary engine since she had not yet been fitted with sails. Model of San Salvador. Cabrillo's flagship San Salvador has been described as having 4 masts, a square-rigged foremast, lateen-rigged main and mizzen masts, and an even smaller mizzen-type mast with a boom that swung well outboard, in the style of the modern-day yawl. La Victoria is described as having 2 masts, both lateen-rigged. A model of San Salvador was built by Señor Manuel Monmanu in association with the Naval Museum in Madrid, Spain. The model project was sponsored by the Portuguese-American Social and Civic Club of San Diego. This model depicts San Salvador more like La Victoria, with 2 major masts.